Pokemon Company International dropped a massive bomb on us yesterday, confirming they're going to be reprinting the Japanese Pokemon 151 booster boxes, as well as releasing an all-new premium collection for the English version of Pokemon 151. So in today's video, we're going to take a look at the Japanese booster box market, what we saw in the last reprint, and what to expect with the upcoming one in December. We're going to take a look at that premium collection that they dropped on PokeBeach, some details about that. And then we're also going to take a look at the actual singles market and see how everybody's reacting to this crazy news now that it's been 24 hours. And then finally, I'm going to take you all through some of the websites that I have been able to get some of the current 151 products from at retail pricing. All right, let's head over to PokeBeach first, guys and girls. We got the Blooming Water Premium Collection releasing for 151 in February. That's the English version. And then we also have the reprint of the Japanese booster boxes coming in December. Now, the actual premium collection box is going to contain 12 booster packs, and it's also going to have 4 promo cards. Now, this is actually a key thing to keep an eye on, because this product, depending on how much they give us already, is going to get absorbed really quick by the demand. But if they do something crazy and make these 4 promo cards like illustration rares that weren't in the set, or new special illustration rare alternate arts, like similar to what we saw in those Greninja and Kingdra boxes, these are going to get absorbed extremely quick. There's going to be no price change in the market, no drop in the market, and these are going to go off the shelves so quick. So definitely keep an eye on the news when it comes to what those promo cards are going to be. If I hear anything here, I'll definitely make either a YouTube short about it or post a video about it whenever we get more information. But this is going to be coming in February of 2025, and it is not a full reprint. They said they're just releasing a new product, so there is no kind of data that says there's going to be ETBs, mini tins, all the other stuff. So just a new premium collection, and depending on how much they give us, this could disappear and we see no price change in 151, or it could be similar to the Sky and Sea boxes and we see a ton of it, which is actually what we're really hoping for at this point, to get it out there, since so many people cannot get the product right now, and it is still extremely in demand. And then finally down here, you have the confirmation of the Japanese distributor listings for the reprint in December. This is awesome. This is way sooner than we were expecting it. They did announce that they were going to be making a reprint. So if you go look at the market price of these reprints, whenever they hit in June, these were as low as $65 a box. Now, what you don't see here is you were actually able to pick these up at conventions and some local places for actually only $55. Now, the rundown on this, if you look back a little bit further, these were over $200 a box for a while. There's a lot of FOMO into it. People were collecting all the Master Balls and chasing the Master Ball collection sets and things like that. But when you look at the 6-month chart, you see this low here, and then finally creep back up over $100 recently. So what we want to see is a drop down to here, right? But what will be a very good indicator is if you don't see the price come back down to this range, if you only see it in that $90 range again, like maybe 85 at the low, if it doesn't crawl back down to $65, $67 again, you guys are going to see a newer high from what is recent right here. Maybe not as high as the old highs right away, like the $200 we were seeing like earlier this year, but I definitely think if you go see it around that $90 range, you're going to see it springboard way past this $105, more closely probably to the $130 to $140 range. But again, I think the safe zone will be if we see it go into this range, and then we'll see a slow climb. But if it doesn't get this low and it only goes back to 90, I think a little bit of FOMO might set in. You're going to see higher than this 105 a box. Something just to keep on your radar if you guys collect Japanese booster boxes or Japanese singles and products for 151. All right, next up, I'm going to tell you guys a couple of places where I've been getting products over the last week or so, and then we'll dive into the singles market, and then we'll end with that. But guys, right now, if you go to Target.com, you guys can actually go notify me when it's back on this listing. It's out of stock currently. It's $21.99. There is another listing of these Zapdos boxes, guys, for like $60 or something on Target. That is not the actual Target listing. The actual Target listing is the one right here for $21.99. Make sure you click notify me. You can sign in or whatever to your Target Circle app, and it'll actually send you an alert whenever it gets back in stock. So keep an eye on Target's website, because they also had the Alakazam boxes in stock earlier this week as well for the same price, to $21.99, and you can also set your alerts for that. So make sure if you guys don't have a Target Circle account, make sure you set one up and go ahead and hit this notify me button on these if you're looking to track down both of those products. And another place where you guys can actually get 151 products are these Pokemon automated retail vending machines. I mentioned this in the video yesterday, and a lot of people actually don't know about this. Pokemon Center has official vending machines around now. It's only in 15 of the 50 states right now, but there are some states with a ton of them, Texas being one of them. If you guys live in Texas, look at this list. It is huge. This is so many of these vending machines, and these are all in Kroger shopping centers in Texas. Some of the other locations had them in Fry's Electronics and different places like that, but I think Houston alone had something crazy like 20 of them or something wild like that. But these do have ETBs and 6-pack bundles for 151, as well as some Evolving Skies products. You guys can actually get Evolving Skies and Chilling Reign booster packs in the water and lightning tins that you can find in these vending machines. Now that is current, that could change depending on where they're getting that supply from, but currently they do have Evolving Skies, Vivid Voltage, and Chilling Reign in those water and lightning boxes. So definitely a good bonus if you're chasing down 151 product. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at the big three and see what the prices are doing with TCG Player now that we've had this bombshell dropped on us. And it's been about 24 hours since that news, so I'm curious to see what the data looks like. Now, one weird thing with Charizard right now, it's showing a market price of only $90. Guys, that is incorrect. There must have been some market manipulation overnight or earlier today that I did not catch. If you guys remember the Obsidian Flames Charizard, they had a bunch of sales in there for $1 that absolutely tanked the market. So it could be the same people trying to do the same manipulation style deal. But let's go ahead and take a look at the recent sales data, and that's usually the proof in the pudding, if you would, when it comes to what to expect with these prices. And it does seem that we still have sales in the 230s, 200. We have a couple near mint sales below that in the 185 range, 189, 190, 185. And these are obviously not including shipping. So if you are seeing these listings selling for 185 and the person had shipping $10 or shipping $15 for some crazy reason, we can't see that in this listing as well. So it is safe to say that it is still hovering around that $200 mark when it comes to Charizard. All right, the next two we'll look at are the Venusaur and the Blastoise. Now, these actually just saw a recent run up. These really didn't start seeing that run up until very recently. You had the Blastoise, which actually the Venusaur jumped it in price, but now the Blastoise back on top in that number 2 spot. It does say the market price is $75, which is about the same it was yesterday. Pricing data, we do have one at $64 today. There's about 4 or 5 other sales here today that were near mint foils. And again, they range anywhere from $80, but they do go as low as $48. Now, I don't know if this was a Japanese sale and it doesn't have the picture that it's supposed to have here, but this could be a Japanese sale or potentially just a really bad off-centered card that wouldn't get a miscut grade, something like that. But even before that, you do see sales at $90, $88. So I think it's safe to say that these cards really haven't been hit by the news yet. I don't think that there's any like price fear or anything like that. Like, people aren't trying to sell off their collections in fear of it going down, and there's no race to the bottom yet. Now, when it comes to the Venusaur, the market price of this is down to $58, where we saw it, I think, between 60 and 70 yesterday, because it was ahead of the Blastoise for a little while, and it came back down, and the Blastoise took back over that second place mark. But looking at the sales data, we have 2 copies here sold for $46, so way below what the market price is. So I don't know if these were copies, again, that were off-center, if they're Japanese, but this could be a true sale of somebody just wanting to try to get rid of some stuff for some money and try to maybe drop the market. Potentially, it could be a fake sale. Who knows? But if you guys look, there are still plenty of sales. $80, $70, $70. Yesterday, $70, $74, $86 yesterday. That's a really high sale. But again, the range is about in that 60 to 80 range, which means that the price has not been like obliterated or anything. So we got that news of a reprint. People are still holding. They're not selling out right away. Now, it has only been a little bit of time for the market. It's only been 24 hours. So I definitely think that if we wait about a week, I think that'll be another time to really kind of revisit this. So you guys will probably see another video from me in about a week to revisit these market prices, especially of the top 3, because they've been the ones that have been moving the most recently. So I'm definitely excited about this new product coming in February, this premium collection. Hopefully we get some more news on it soon of what those promos are going to be, and definitely happy about the Japanese reprint as well. So if you guys and girls have been able to pick up any of the product from the websites that I've been sharing over the last week, definitely let me know down in the comments if you all have had any luck, or if you guys have had any crazy pulls, share it in our Discord. That's going to do it for me today. I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your day, and I'll see you on the next video or the next live.